Alrighty. Ugh. It's another week of training done. Yeah, training this week was pretty alright. I'm actually really happy with how I went this week. I feel like I bounced back really well from last week. Just in the sense of just doing better throughout the week, sleeping a whole lot better, eating a bit better, not like fully clean and anything like that. What else? Yeah, so we kind of dialed back a little bit of volume and intensity on my day 3. So a little lighter on the squats, a little lighter on the Elecna complex, the power clean complex that I do on day 3, just to like help prime me a bit better for the Friday session. Because I do that day 3 session on Wednesday, I rest Thursday and Friday. Probably for a bit, I'm probably going to be doing my heavier sessions on Saturdays, just so I can get extra rest between the primer session and the heavy session. Yesterday I went to my first rave. I went to Knockout. I had a lot of fun. I thought I would be a lot more dusty than I would be. I didn't drink or anything like that. I had an energy drink, timed it perfectly. It's like I was preparing for a comp, man. And then once you get in there, you kind of just like hit your flow state and just like keep going. You're just like like that, right? Yeah, no, it was a good time. If you haven't been and you have like a slight curiosity, you should go to a rave. Everyone was really, really friendly, which is really cool. Friday session was pretty good. I hit definitely at least 2 doubles at 105 for snatch. On the third set, I don't know. I personally wouldn't count it because I wouldn't count it for any of my athletes. But like it's debatable whether it was like a make on that first rep. You'll see it when the training footage is there. Yeah, clean and jerks were much better this week. I was actually like able to push with my legs. I wasn't too fatigued. I was able to hit my technique right. Things didn't hurt as much. You know, you can't ask for anything better than that. Yeah, I'm really happy with how everything went this week. So plan is to just try to keep that momentum going. Just keep training hard. Keep trying as hard as I can each day that I can.
It's like I think he makes people younger than
Nice.
that counts. The J-Bag, I like it.
Come on, finish it.
Come on, let's go.
When you make it, it's so easy.
That's the annoying part.
He used to do full laps, and then as he got older, he started cutting it.
Come on. Material is this? Oh.
Come on, John.
Come on. Juno went.
Press that in a half, bro.
Juno.
I'll splice that in. Juno.
I wanted to talk about this last week, but I was just so incoherent that it made me I just wasn't coherent, basically. But pretty much, becoming a coach kind of made me a better athlete. But there are caveats to that, right? So when I was coaching martial arts, I trained it for a really long time, for about 11 years. I was coaching for 5 of those years, if I remember right. I didn't really handle the balance very well between athlete and coaching. So yeah, that's why, and I burnt myself out pretty much. Like there's no way around it. I burnt myself out, and it's entirely my fault because one, I was young and I didn't realize the impact that it would have. That each thing, how they would impact each other, you know, right? So I wasn't like turning my brain off from martial arts when I was training it and coaching it. I was just like nonstop thinking about it all the time. And that's one thing I really had to learn the hard way from martial arts so I can do that for weightlifting. So when I'm weightlifting, like I have like a little bit of a balance in the sense like I can actually like turn my brain off of weightlifting, even though I like look at it pretty much every day. There are times, especially like Saturdays and Sundays, that are like no weightlifting, don't even look at like YouTube videos of weightlifting, nothing. It also made me better in the sense of it forces me to like step up. A big thing that I look for in the coaches that I have chosen is like leading from the front, meaning the coach works just as hard, if not harder, than their athletes. That's something I really admire in coaches, and that's why that's a trait that I find in the coaches that I have picked, you know, because it's really important to me and it keeps me accountable for my training as well, making sure that, you know, while I don't directly compete with my athletes, which is good because I'll destroy them, but just knowing that they're working hard and training hard makes me want to train hard. So yeah, I got to keep up, make sure that I'm staying accountable to my training, because I just think it's a super important thing to have in a coach. When I say being a better athlete, I don't mean in the sense of like, you know, I'm PRing more often, right? But I'm not even talking about numbers at this point. I'm talking about like attitude and mindset. Clients that I have had in the past who weren't, you know, who didn't communicate very well, they are the ones who didn't really progress in the way that they wanted to progress, because, you know, coaching is a collaboration of, like, if you're not communicating well, you can get by with just programming alone, but if you're paying for a coach, that's a whole other person to bounce ideas off, to get feedback from, someone who's more objective than you. So that's why, like, coaches are important, because like they can help you, they can call you out, they can help you when you make mistakes, they'll support you when you succeed. Yeah, because that's a person in your corner basically, and it's not something to be taken for granted, because your coach is a person, your coach is a human being too, with their own troubles, with their own struggles, whether it be in training or in their life, whatever. And that made me like a whole lot more, you know, I was like, oh, I don't think I was like a very problematic client to my coaches. I tried not to be, just because I know that everyone is busy and has their own thing going on. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I tried to not be. So yes, the accountability, it's like just being a bit more empathetic to clients and coaches, you know. Understanding that communication goes a really long way. It's a very short one, just because I'm still a bit fried from the rave. Just I'm not like hungover or anything like that. I'm just tired. Didn't really sleep very well, and I f***ing hate daylight savings. I don't even know why daylight savings exists, man. Like, to my understanding, it's so people can see the sun for longer. Why does it have to go back 1 hour? We adapt to that time, and then it goes forward a full hour later in the year when we're already adapted, and it becomes like one of the most dangerous days statistically for driving, right? Just because people are fatigued. Even if it is on a weekend, it's still like annoying as shit. I don't know why daylight savings exists. Can we just like leave it? Like, why does it have to change? So I'm generally pretty open to change, but this one is really f***ing stupid.